On this week's programme, we look back at the semi-finals of the Vodafone Cuchulainn from Harles Cross, the quarter-finals of the Sporting Press Irish Oaks from Shelbourne Park, and we take in all the thrills and spills from the final night of the Kerry Agribusiness Irish St Leger from Limerick. It was once again the turn of the stamina set to star at Harles Cross last Friday night in the semi-finals of the €80,000 Vodafone Cuchulainn. The crowds were treated to two thrilling heats.
They're all set and the hare's running in 1 Gobstopper, in 2 Liaise with Lisa, in 3 Antrim Classic, in 4 Sonatina, in 5 Go Jack, and in 6 Darkfield Babe. And away they go, and 3 Antrim Classic quickly on the bunny in the centre, 2 Liaise with Lisa, bang there on the inside, 1 Gobstopper forced to check there, back in third. This is allowed Antrim Classic for Paul Hennessy to go clear. He's by about 6 lengths now from 4 Sonatina, moving second, 2 still third, Liaise with Lisa, 5 Go Jack, back and forth, but again forced to check. Trouble between 2, 5 and 1 at the back of the field. Up front, Antrim Classic is still clear. He's by about 5, 4 Sonatina, starting to muster a bit of a run in second. 1's back in third, Gobstopper hit the second last bend. 3 Antrim Classic is leading, but only on sufferance, because here with a massive run comes Sonatina on the inside. Sonatina, Antrim Classic. Sonatina is going to win, going away by about a length and a half. In second, we had Antrim Classic. It's a desperately close thing for third, between 6 Darkfield Babe and 1 Gobstopper. The time a very quick 41.88. So the result of the first semi-final: first number 4 Sonatina for Siobhan and Patricia McGrath, Tipperary, second number 3 Antrim Classic, and third was number 6 Darkfield Babe. The time 41.88.
Siobhan, Sonatina, she ran a fantastic race there.
She ran a blinder, like when they broke I couldn't see her, and then watching her coming around again I was hoping she could take 3 dog, and she did come up to the finish line. She's a great, powerful finisher.
Well, Antrim Classic, he started off there well, got a head start on her, but she really put it up to him.
Yeah, she's a great fighter now and finishes so strong. Hasn't got the early pace, but she finished brilliant, so we're thrilled bits to there for the final.
So is this one of your biggest finals?
Yeah, it is my biggest, yeah. So we're all in the family, all doing her all week, so every week, so we're thrilled bits to be there.
And does track 4, does it suit her?
I think she likes the middle of the track. Track 3 would be brilliant, so great to be there anyway,
The track's really ugly.
And the hare's running for the second semi-final in 1 Shelbourne K, and 2 Glencoe, and 3 Bombers going home, and 4 Manor Star, and 5 High Queen Closure. Trap 6 is a non-runner. The favourites in 1 Shelbourne K, pair up behind Traps. And away they go, and 4 Manor Star away well on the outside, but 2 Glencoe shows the best early and opens up by a length and a half. It's 2 Glencoe for Kay Curley and Offaly, a winner of 20 from 66, building a nice lead here as they come to home straight for the first time. 2 Glencoe, your leader. Here's 4 Manor Star with a run in second. 3 Bombers going home. Oh, and Shelbourne K badly hampered there at the back of the field, and this has allowed Glencoe to go clear. He leads by about 7 now from 1 Shelbourne K, getting into a nice stride in second. 5 High Queen Closes its third. 3 Bombers going home. He's going to have to get going if he's going to qualify up front. Glencoe's your leader, but the writing's on the wall, because here's Shelbourne K with a massive run on the inside. Shelbourne K, Glencoe, Shelbourne K, Glencoe, Shelbourne K finds more, wins pulling away from 5 High Queen Closure for second, 2 Glencoe was third. The time 42.32. What a race. First number 1 Shelbourne K for Lawrence O'Rourke in England, trained by Keely McGee, now winner of 16 from 32. Second number 5 High Queen Closure, and third number 2 Glencoe. The time 42.32.
Keely, Shelbourne K, bit of trouble there at the third bend, really helped her along.
It did. When she came out and went round the first bend, I thought she was in a bit of trouble there, but she absolutely flew up the back straight. Going up the back straight, I knew she would win the race then. But she's 2 in the final now, so...
And saying that Darkfield Babe, I mean, what a dog. He came from the next parish to come up there and qualify.
You need nerves for that one. Every time she comes out, she just stops dead. You need good nerves for her. But no, I just hope she starts coming out the boxes, because she can't give these sort of dogs that start. She's got to come out eventually, hopefully.
And back to Shelbourne K here. I mean, does this trap suit her?
Yep, she needs one. Yeah, she's in 5 last week and got absolutely mullered. Lucky to qualify, to be honest. She needs one.
backdrop draw for the final of the Vodafone Corn Cuchulainn was made by Alan Redmond, the newly appointed chairman of Harris Cross. In 1, Shelburne K. In 2, Sonatina. In 3, Glen Cole. In 4, wearing the black jacket will be Antrim Classic. In 5, High Queen Closure. And in 6, the sole wide seed, Darkfield Babe.
Well, there's certainly one person who's going to be delighted with that draw. Keely McGee, she was hoping for trap 1 for Shelburne K. It suits her well.
Yes, it seems to suit Shelburne K. Runs well around here. Obviously not an early pace greyhound, but a flying finisher, which is obviously in a 750 is very important. It's an interesting draw. The 2 early pace greyhounds, Glen Cole and Antrim Classic, are drawn side by side in 3 and 4. They obviously should lead out the pace, and if they avoid trouble, they should lead for a long part of the journey. It just depends how far they get away from the rest of them. But there'll be flying finishers in Shelburne K, Sonatina, who ran a cracker tonight to win the first semi-final. And obviously we can't discount High Queen Closure and Dartfield Babe, who absolutely storm home as well. So it's a very interesting combination of early pace greyhounds and fast finishing greyhounds. But I think the betting, as you said, 1 is well suited for Shelburne K. Sonatina is also well drawn in 2, and Antrim Classic in 4. It's at the running out 3 in the early rounds of this competition, so 4 is not going to make a huge difference to it. So I think between those 3 they'll probably lead the betting.
The ladies once again start in Shelburne Park on Saturday night in the quarter-finals of the €75,000 Sporting Press Irish Oaks. Dead Set, who was the leader in the betting market after her fine performance last week, was unfortunately a non-runner in the closing heat, but there was still plenty of top-class greyhounds to keep the punters guessing.
The opening heat was a wide-open affair, with claims being made for all 6 runners, though the favourites were 2 Razzle Dazzle Pearl and 6 Pen Lacey. But watch out for the fast finishers, 4 Shelburne Becky and 5 Martinstown Lass.
Here now coming up behind traps. And away they go. This number 6 Pen Lacey out fast, leading up from 2 Razzle Dazzle Pearl on the inside and into the bend. It's Pen Lacey, the English challenger, leading by a length and a half from 2 Razzle Dazzle Pearl. It'll be a battle down the back straight here surely, but it's Pen Lacey pulling on by 2 lengths from 2 Razzle Dazzle Pearl into the third bend. In behind him, Shelburne Becky making significant progress, but it's Pen Lacey, the final bend, a lead of 2.5 lengths from 2 Razzle Dazzle Pearl, 4 Shelburne Becky and 5 Martinstown Gold. And coming to the line, number 6 Pen Lacey holds on to win it from Shelburne Becky, which was running on very fast in second, and then it's close for third between Razzle Dazzle Pearl and Martinstown Lass. A sensational run, 28.61 the time from Pen Lacey.
Claims could also be made for a number of runners in Heat 2, where Trap 5, Kilkenny Baby, was the warm favourite. Her rivals included 4 Distant Sparky, 2 Tearaway Lady and 6 Girl with Guitar.
Here behind the traps, away they go. Oh, very level start. 5 Kilkenny Baby just leading up, 4 Distant Sparky going up fast, and 2 on the inside, Tearaway Lady, and on the outside 6 Girl with Guitar, 4 in a row. But now it's 2 Tearaway Lady leads into the far side from 4 Distant Sparky in second, and Sparky is showing pace. She's gone up the inside and takes the lead at the third bend. Number 4 Distant Sparky got on by a length and a half from 2 Tearaway Lady, and around the final bend that is 4 Distant Sparky. This is a fine performance. 6 Girl with Guitar is running on strongly at second, but Distant Sparky does a special run here. She wins it from number 6 in second, Girl with Guitar. I think 2 Tearaway Lady third. The time's a brilliant 28.57.
Only 5 lined out in Heat 3, where Trap 6 Large Girl was a non-runner. The main pretenders here were 2 Loretto Sally, 3 Express Wish, 4 Early Talent and 5 Born a Magic.
The hair behind traps. And away they go, and it's 5 out fast. Born a Magic with 2 on the inside. That's Loretta Sally, and Early Talent is well positioned. Number 4 on the corner is 2 leads. Loretta Sally into the far side from 4 Early Talent and 5 Born a Magic. Down the back, it's 2 Loretta Sally by 2 lengths from 4 Early Talent, who's closing in second. Here comes 3 Express Wish with a rush and 5 Born a Magic on the outside. But turning for home, it's still number 2 Loretta Sally by a length and a half from 4 Early Talent in second. They're crowding up behind, but Loretta Sally wins it. Number 2 is the winner, Loretta Sally. Second is 4 Early Talent. It's very close for the third qualifying spot between 3 Express Wish and 5 Born a Magic. It's another fast time, another brilliant run, 28.67.
One of the favourites for outright success, Dead Set, was a non-runner in Heat 4. She picked up an injury during the week. In her absence, the favourites were 4 Barefoot Jenny and 5 Tyrod Kitten.
5 the favourite, and away they go, and she's not away all that well as number 1 leads up that smooth surface from 6 on the outside, Dury Damson, and 4 Barefoot Jenny. The favourite is last at this stage, but she's a powerful finisher. Into the far side, it's 1 smooth surface leads. Number 6 Dury Damson running well on the outside of 4 Barefoot Jenny. Here comes the Kitten with a big run now, challenging for third, moving into third as 1 smooth surface leads from 6 Dury Damson. 5 Tara Kitten has to check there around the final bend. Off the final bend is Dury Damson, number 6, and Dury Damson springs a big surprise. I think it's 5 Tara Kitten checks as she hits the line, and 1 smooth surface in third. It's a photo finish, the time 28.69.
Well, we've seen the 4 quarter-finals of the Sporting Press Irish Oaks, and we're now closer to knowing the winner. We've seen 12 wonderful bitches qualified to next week's semi-finals. Of course, the shock of the night came in the final heat with Dury Damsel just denying Tyra Kitten. The fastest run came from Distant Sparky in winning heat 2. She'll also be there next week. Join us on Greyhound View. The runners now in traps for the final of the Kerry Agribusiness St. Ledger. And away they go, number 5, he sets off to good start, but it's 3 Red Barn Panther. Leads to the bend on the inside, number 2, Annie Name Burglar. It's 5, he sets so, 3 Red Barn Panther. They're neck and neck, 3 Red Barn Panther now leads round from 5, he sets so. In third, number 4, Deerfield Mover, with number 2, Annie Name Burglar, but out front, still number 3, Red Barn Panther. Here comes number 5, he sets so into the third bend, closing fast. But it's 3 Red Barn Panther that leads from 5, he sets so. In third, number 2, Annie Name Burglar, but 3 Red Barn Panther leads for home. 5, he sets so, trying to close the gap, but coming to the line, number 3, Red Barn Panther holds on. Second, number 5, he said so. Third, number 2, Annie Name Burglar. A thriller there. Number 3, Red Barn Panther coming out on top. The winning time 29.72.
The sun shone, the stadium was packed to capacity, the atmosphere was electric on the final night of the Kerry Agribusiness Irish St. Ledger at Limerick Stadium last Saturday night. It started 4 weeks ago, and last week's semi-finals determined the 6 greyhounds that would go to traps, vying for that €35,000 winner's purse in the final.
Leads from 2. Come on, Gaza, look at 1. That's Cool Boy George, the big finisher, putting in a big run to third bend. Oh, a clash up front, and suddenly Cool Boy George hits the front. He's gone 4 clear onto the final bend from 4 into Sack Jack in second, but it's number 1, Cool Boy George, going right away up the straight. Wins this one very easily indeed from 4 into Sack Jack in second and 3 smoking again. Another bump there as out front, nothing between them. Alamo on the inside, 5 Dalka Sweetie on the outside. Wizard Dream is in third, but they're neck and neck up front. Alamo now showing a half a length in front from 5 Dalka Sweetie. Number 6 Wizard Dream getting into it, but off the final bend it's Alamo. 5 is coming back at him, Dalka Sweetie up the straight, 1 and 5. Dalka Sweetie number 5 might just have got there. Oh, a very close one indeed between Dalka Sweetie and number 1 Alamo.
John, this is the 5th year for Kerry Agribusiness sponsoring this competition. It's a fantastic classic.
That's very good, yeah. We're very proud and delighted to be here again tonight. It's a great night for doggy people in Munster and in Limerick particularly as well.
Well, the sun is shining on us tonight, thank God. It's really brought out the crowds.
Yeah, hopefully people will enjoy themselves, and it's very appropriate that Kerry Agribusiness would sponsor dog racing. A lot of our farmers and shareholders are involved in the dog industry.
Well, tonight's racing now, it's a great card. All the main dogs are gone out of the final, so it leaves it wide open. Did anybody give you any tips?
Not really, no. Our tip, I think, is to go to work to make money, come here to spend it, you know.
They're here on the way now for the final of the Ballygadoon Stud Puppy Sweep. In 1 Like the Clappers, 2 Talon, in 3 Iron Mike, 4 Scarty Lad, in 5 Brooks Ivy, and in trap 6 Gardenfield Star. Here now up behind the traps. And away they go, and a level start. Number 4 Scarty Lad off to a flyer, leads to the bend on the inside. 1 Like the Clappers, bit of bunching in the inside, and it's number 4 Scarty Lad takes a bump but rides it well and leads into the back straight from 1 Like the Clappers. Further trouble behind, 2 Talon and 3 Iron Mike affected, but down the far side it's 4 Scarty Lad by 4 lengths to 1 Like the Clappers. Then comes trap 5 Brooks Ivy, but around the 3rd and 4th bends, and number 4 Scarty Lad is travelling like a winner out front up the home straight. Number 4 Scarty Lad, a very impressive trap to line winner. Back in second was trap 1 Like the Clappers, and third, trap 2, Talon. result of the Ballygadoon stud puppy sweep, the winner, number 4, Scarty Lad, owned by Gary Deneen, trained by Mossy O'Connor. Second, number 1, Like the Clappers, and third, number 2, Talon. The time, 28.64.
Well, this is a great little puppy you've got in your hands, Mossy.
Yeah, we're delighted with him. He's a great early pace, and he won his 2 heats as well, and he's a very good dog, and we're looking forward to a good time with him, really.
Well, he's never really been out of the first 3, has he?
No, he's a great early pace. He'll always get into the race, and he stays pretty good as well. We're very happy with him, and I think if he stays away free from injury, we'll have a good year with him.
In traps for the consolation, Kerry Agribusiness St. Ledger at Limerick. 1 Gold Star Premier, 2 Rosden Lenny, 3 Tullow Rumble, 4 Kingdom Law, 5 Gamble, Flashing, and 6 Come On Gaza. Here now behind traps. And a way to go. 2 looks to be out well. Rosden Lenny, 1 though. Gold Star Premier runs wide and causes a bit of bumping, and it's 5 Gamble Flashing on the corner with number 1. But the 1 Gold Star Premier now leads into the back straight from 5 Gamble Flashing in second. 3 Tullow Rumble now in third ahead of Rosden Lenny. But down the far side, Gold Star Premier is out by a couple of lengths from 5 Gamble Flashing in second. Then comes 3 Tullow Rumble turning for home, and it's 1. That's Gold Star Premier from 5 Gamble Flashing, 3 Tullow Rumble. But up the straight, Gold Star Premier, number 1, leads all the way here, and it's 1 Gold Star Premier, the winner of this consolation final of the Ledger, from Gamble Flashing in second and 3 Tullow Rumble in third. The result of the consolation, Kerry Agribusiness St. Ledger, the winner, number 1 Gold Star Premier, owned by Laura and Killian Crowley, trained by Owen McKenna. Second, number 5 Gamble Flashing, and third, number 3 Tullow Rumble. The time, 29.83.
That was a well-deserved win there, Owen. Unfortunate in the semi-finals last week, just barely got knocked out.
Yeah, slightly missed his break last week, got lots of trouble, and flying to the third bend, got stopped up again, just failed to qualify, a bit unlucky, but he won his consolation, but it's a pity that he didn't get to the final, but it's a nice win.
Michael, tell us a little bit about this guy.
First of all, we're delighted he's back running, because he looked a terrific dog last year when he brought the track record in Tralee, and unfortunately got injured when he was in the final of the Champions Stakes, so we had to withdraw him from the final, and a lot of people, including ourselves, thought he'd never again run. And one man I'd like to thank for getting him right is Ray Cuddy down in Wexford. He did a terrific job, and he told me he would run it again, and I'd like to put on record to thank Ray for his help over the last 9 months, and we hope now he'll go on and run again later on in Dublin and run well, and we're just very happy that he's back running.
And now onto the main race of the night, the final of the Kerry Agribusiness Irish St. Ledger.
In trap 1, Cool Boy George, owned by Eric Prestage from Ventry in County Kerry. This one a son of Rapid Ranger and Mount Eagle Jewel. Hugely improved performer and a flying finisher. He's the favourite in the inside. Into Alimo, owned by Molly Parsons and Aaliyah McKenna, trained by Owen McKenna, son of Knockhaven Major and Top Award. The McKennas have dominated this competition over the years. 12 St. Ledger's father Ger won, and now Owen bidding for his first. In 3, Dalcash Sweet Tea, owned by Pat Mead from Milltown Malbay, a son of Kiowa Sweet Tray and Dalcash Viva. Running extremely well, came here from a victory in a stake in Galway. Going from 4 is In the Sack Jack, owned by Larry O'Shea and trained by Jim Morrissey, son of Pacific Mile and Jason Smokey. This fella certainly loves the southern air. He won the Kingdom Derby last year and running extremely well through the Ledger. Number 5, Smoking Again, owned by the Curtin Jones Montgomery Syndicate, trained by Pat Curtin, son of Come On Leighton and Brooklawn Bingo. Well, I'm sure plenty of support for this local runner here. He goes up fast. And in 6th, the outsider of the party, Wizard Dream, owned by Liam Foley and Berkey Brown, trained by Patsy O'Callaghan, a son of Top Savings and Euro Dream. He's the only wide seed in the contest. He's been running on well in his races, but he's a tough task here. Here now on its way for the final. The winner, €35,000. The favourites in 1, Cool Boy George. A way to go, 4's off fast. In the Sack Jack leads up. Number 1 is well positioned for a change, Cool Boy George on the inside, but it's 4 In the Sack Jack leads from Cool Boy George, now showing second. 5 as well there on the outside, Smoking Again, but down the far side it's 4 In the Sack Jack with a lead of 4 lengths. Cool Boy George is now motoring in second, but it's In the Sack Jack going around the final 2 bends in front. Cool Boy George is closing, but he's still plenty to do as 4 In the Sack Jack leads from 1 Cool Boy George up the straight. It's 4 and 1 In the Sack Jack. Cool Boy George is finishing fast. 4 In the Sack Jack and 1 Cool Boy George. Close enough at the finish there of the Kerry Agribusiness Ledger at Limerick. We wait for the judge on this one.
Yes, a brilliant race there in the final. The Irish St. Leger at Limerick, and in the sack Jack, the winner for Larry O'Shea and trainer Jim Morrissey. Second, number 1, Cool Boy George, and third, number 5, Smoking Again. The time 29:66.
Jim, you're a very tall man and Norman Nice, but tonight you're a real giant.
Walking on air tonight, Silly. Terrific to win the classic. Win the dog there for Larry, Limerick man down in Limerick. So great result all around. Delighted.
Well, he ran really well tonight. He broke well, went on to win it.
Yeah, he ran well throughout the stake. He's very consistent all the way through. His sections were near enough the same. And last week, bit unlucky, got clipped from behind, but he had his look for tonight. You know what I mean? He went away around tonight. Off he went.
Well, Larry, you must be on cloud 9.
I am on cloud 9. I'll tell you, it's fantastic. I didn't think we had the chance, but I thought Cool Boy George was going to catch us. The line wasn't coming fast enough. But great win. And since I went to Jim is the man that, in fairness, he's done wonders. We've had a good bit of luck together. Before Christmas there, we won the Kingdom Derby as well, so fantastic, But the Leger was special, especially from being from Limerick, It's special.
Well, how is the heart rate going coming up to the finish line?
I wouldn't like to put a clock on it. It might burst us. But great win. Broke very well, but you could not say you couldn't be shouting until he passed the line, and really ran well.
Well, it was a great win because it was the fastest time ever recorded in the Leger, Jim.
Yeah, the track, the fair play to the men here on the track was flying tonight, you know what I mean? Having a good nick there, they're watered through racing, is a good help, But when he done everything right, he was going to be moving, because he is a good little dog, he's a fast dog. That's his third final to win now. He won on race day in Thurles as well, starting off 28.90 as a pup, it's a good run on the night up there. And then winning the Kingdom Derby, a good class dogs, but when you do everything right and you get out in front and they have to try and catch you, that's it, you know what I mean?
So where are you going to aim for next?
We're going to the bar shortly, anyway. That's the first thing. Don't know, I talked to Larry during the week about the Derby anyway. He's, the way he's running here suggests he'd run the Derby, but I don't know, we get into Dundalk for that stake up there and look at how potted that with him, do you know what I mean? So I would see Champions Stakes Derby, you know what I mean? We run away with him anyway.
Well, for tonight, back to the bar and talk about what's happening tomorrow.
That's it. We'll fill this.
We promise to bring you plenty more action in next week's programme, to include the final of the €80,000 Vodafone Cuchulainn from Harles Cross, the semi-finals of the Sporting Press Irish Oaks from Shelburne, and the final of the Murray Development Waterford Guineas from Cuchulainn Park.
For a complete fixtures list and more information, log on to the Irish Greyhound website at www.igb.ie.